We're at Herne Hill Velodrome today. It's Saturday, which means there's an intermediate session on. It's also the third Saturday of the month, which means it's Women's League tonight. Me and Phoebe are here, going to be doing the intermediate session. I'm here just for a bit of training, so is Phoebe, but all goes well, fingers crossed, she will then race this evening at Women's League alongside Honor, which will be nice.
Yay!
Is this session just for men, or is it like...
It's not just for men, but naturally it's cycling, so I think there is a majority male presence. But you're very much welcome.
You're going to be such good dogs, because I have to leave you and go and film. So you're going to be so good, and what we're not going to do? We're not going to shout. And what we're going to get? We're going to get jumbos. Stop. Oh, dogs.
How are you? Very well, how are you?
How's your baby?
Good. He's growing and walking and flying out.
It's making me want a baby, and Jacob's like, shut up!
Well done. I know, but you just keep rolling.
I was speaking to the guy and he was like, look, it's not doing you any good and you're racing tonight and you raced last night, like, come off. And I was like, can I do that?
Do you feel like this is productive in the sense of the experience?
Yeah,
that you're
this morning I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about racing tonight, but then after like being in the wheels there, I'm not worried about it at all.
You can do this, you can do women's CCAT.
I can't do this.
You can. No, you can, because you were in it. In terms of the mechanics of the riding, you can do it. The good thing about this session is for a lot of people, it does offer training in terms of physical exertion.
You can see why like people want to come down and do it. It's a great environment to do it. It's a bit like you can burn your matches and race, but in like a really friendly, competitive environment without the dramas of actually racing. And seeing stuff like this and being like the only woman here, even though this isn't a men's session, just shows like how bloody male dominated the sport is, because look how many men there are here. It's like, I'm like, oh, and it's just hit me.
It's funny, isn't it, because as a woman you're obviously more inclined to the women specific sessions, and then it's only when you come back to these mixed environments, especially mixed environments like this one where there is a pressure of fitness, the women are nowhere to be seen.
What I love to see though is like the junior sessions here, the kids sessions, there's like a growing amount of girls, which hopefully means 10 years time or whatever, when you come down to these sessions,
hopefully that'll be reflected.
It's going to be reflected. Can you imagine like when we were growing up? I weren't riding bikes.
No, I won't. I didn't know what track bike was till I got here.
No. It's fast, it's really fast. It's great though, it's a great workout.
Phoebe can attest to that.
Really nice to be.
Was it nice when the coach came and rode with you?
It was so, they were all so nice. I don't know what his name was, but he like, I could see him like slowing up for me. And I like was coming up behind him, I was like, am I in trouble for being too slow? And he was like, no. He was like, but you know, if you're tired, you could just come down to the red line and ride behind the coaches and they'll pull you along. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so how do I get there?
Good skills. It's not, if you don't want the effort going across, you don't have to.
I'm really erring on the side of, if you keep pushing me, I'll cry. So I just tread carefully, both of you.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Someone's come out of their shell. Get on the track. Yeah, literally. Can I not join the people on the inner circle? 5-year-olds. Legends, they're more my pace. So I did a whole lap and then I tried, and then I swung up and then I swung back down with like this much of a gap, and I was like, I ain't getting back.
But that's where like more time on the track.
And then I rode with Theo, and he was like swing up, swing down, like literally like come straight back down. And then one of the coaches was like, if you don't leave such a gap, then you won't waste as much energy. And I'm like, you're so wise.
Oh, he's being caught, he's being caught.
Nah.
He's never won a track league race, but give him an intermediate session.
Can you get an intermediate session?
Well, he's about to. Woo! Mate, you got a big gap.
Babe, we got another half an hour. Yeah. Unbelievable. What are we going to do? What are we going to do this week?
If you all agree to go a bit slower for the last half an hour.
The
secret is if you want to
Get
just
better.
back in,
Yeah.
get back in and just sit behind the coaches.
I'm ready to just like focus on my race tonight now, I think.
But that would be fairly relaxed.
Like the neckerchief.
Huh?
You'd fit in shorty.
Listen, you know, excuse me, I have to show you because this is a piece of vintage.
It's not just the neckerchief, just have a look.
Oh, is it a Pantani hairband?
Yeah, it's a habit, you know.
Oh,
But, yes.
wow,
But,
trendy man.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
Intermediate session winner. What have you got to say?
That was good fun.
Really, is that it? Come on, how did you do it? How did you pull off that winning move?
Chaz let me go.
Chaz let you go.
Off you go.
Come on then, off you go, back on the bike. And you, Phoebe?
I'm not doing it anymore. It's too hard. I'm racing tonight, so, and I raced last night.
All I've heard today, if there's any like ambient noise in the velodrome, it's Phoebe going, I'm racing, and I raced last night, and I raced tonight.
I could have closed down all those
I
gaps,
could have
but
won.
It's worth nothing right now. Later on, it's going to be worth everything.
Because you're saying I'm racing tonight. All you're going to say tonight is
I trained this morning. Don't give away my game plan. How dare you? Cut that, cut it. You look really good.
Thanks.
Specifically when you did the
Give us an
gurning
image
face.
of a basking. Is it a basking shark? Talking how you, even though you had your mouth gaping open, you looked quite attractive. He's like, me?
No, I don't.
I don't do it to be attractive, I do it to be fast.
And I won.
Did win.
Do you want to push?
Trained.
There you go, mate. Bad at having the confidence to drop back in soon. Oh, it's fine. I'll drop back in with space and then I'll sprint onto the bag.
So the thing to do is you drop down, and if you're coming down a little bit too quick, you just ease off on your drop down.
You can just stay up
a little bit.
and then drop down. Yeah.
But people say sort of aim for the bottom bracket or the back wheel of the rider that you're coming down, because by the time you get there,
they've already moved forward.
They've moved
Yeah.
So this is great because you can start fine tuning it.
I'll get there. It's exciting. It's fun though. I'm really looking forward to racing tonight. Like I'm really looking forward to racing tonight. Because it won't be as fast.
New kit, who dis?
It's a mushroom. I've got a frog on the back.
The frog's just chilling.
Just finished the intermediate session. I had a great time. Great workout. It was actually quite hard. I got my best 1 minute power of this year, so it was kind of fast. So Phoebe kind of pulled out a little bit early, but she got some great experience kind of applying what she's been learning in the skills sessions to much faster riding. Everything happens a little bit quicker, so it's good to be able to apply those skills in kind of realistic scenarios. Because Phoebe didn't do the whole of the intermediate session, she's now gonna crack on and do the skills session, which is immediately after, just to get a bit more riding, a bit more experience in her legs before racing later.
Cassie, what do you have to say about that? Tilt your head if Phoebe's gonna win. Perfect.
Right, I'm gonna do this track now.
How are you feeling now, Phoebe?
I'm very nervous, but it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll be
just here
fine.
to
It's
learn.
chill, man.
Yeah.
This is the thing. For like your first set of track races, actually this is like the least amount of pressure because
I have no expectations whatsoever.
I love
so-
talking to just and when I'm like interviewing someone, they just disappear from the front.
So what I was saying, I mentioned this thing that I've always had to like swear by, is that I really think it's important to really nervous now.
How come?
I actually feel quite tired.
Yeah, of course you do, but as soon as the adrenaline hits, you won't.
Yeah, I hope so. I just like,
yeah,
in the warm-up I was a bit like, oh, like, I don't have like that sort of like, oh, let's go. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to do this. This is stealth. Actually, we could probably be more. Wow. I'd rather be fast.
No, you're good.
Okay,
Oh, you. I heard
no,
it.
you're fine.
I heard her.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. It's only the seams in my clothes.
I think you do bloody slut drops before cross races. I don't do slut drops.
Oh, why? There's 4 A's. Oh, so they putting the A's in with the B's?
See, ladies. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Bye.
So you practiced that one, Phoebe?
Hard and yeah, it was difficult. I just like, it was a bit of a shock to the system, but
It's quick.
yeah, I've done better at the end, I reckon.
Yeah, of course you could have done better, but you didn't know, like you weren't in the position to do better.
I was boxed in.
Yeah, exactly.
And I noticed that like people were coming down and not joining the back, and I was like, smart.
See?
How do you think it went? Did I look stupid?
No, not at all. You didn't come last, did you? Someone tried to come around you in the sprint and you put them away.
Really?
Yeah. You learnt a bunch. You did your first track race.
Hard.
Right? You did your first track race.
Was it
Done.
okay for a first track race?
Of course it was. Yeah.
I just got nothing, like nothing. I nearly got dropped, and then I was like, no, come on, you don't need to get dropped. You're better than that. And then I got back on, and then they started sprinting, and I was like, I'm not better than that. I'm not. A bit disappointed in myself, obviously. I think because it's A category and B category combined, so the speed is noticeably higher, which doesn't suit my riding style because
You need to be slow, but really hard.
I need it to be really slow, but with like really hard moments. But that was like baseline fast, which just means I get emptied so quick.
Did you have it, or did?
Second, which I'm perfect at the moment because there's a whole other evening to do.
I really like the kit.
It's great. It's so, yeah, I have very red cheeks. So it suits me a lot better than the red kit from last year. You could just do this and be like, oh look, I'm matching.
Best team motto ever.
Yeah, we've got the little, I don't know if you can see it from in there. Can you see that?
I mean, I can, but I'm not sure the camera can.
It says, wait.
Don't forget to have fun.
Yeah. There we go. And a smiley face.
Are you having fun on the team?
So nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, like shout out to Sarah who's de-essing it and just runs the whole thing so well.
Yeah.
Like there's the whole mentor program and it's really honest.
Yep.
There isn't like the whole thing of loads of teams kind of promise that, oh, you'll get this bike or this kit or this nutrition, blah blah, and this is like, what we're going to give you is support and education and learning.
Which is what everybody probably needs but doesn't want.
Yeah, I think it's also, that's like curated a really nice bunch of people because they want the right things.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, it definitely shows because just the riders are just so happy, which I think is really nice. That was your first race.
I enjoyed it. I think it went okay. It was. It wasn't as hard as the inters this morning.
Good luck, Phoebe.
So what happens is we've got two teams, except they're not team. Imagine a breakaway. So the breakaway have to work together in order to make sure that they don't get caught by the peloton, or in this case the other group. But of course when they get to the final sprint, it's every rider for themselves. You've got to make sure that you keep your group together, but at the same time, in the last lap or so, think about the sprint and where you're going to go.
Yeah, good. Felt fine, felt confident, but like I was definitely the one that was like holding the pace of the group back, and I think it's like there's no rest, even when you're in the wheels. I thought we had it, and then I started really struggling. I was like, there's a lot of laps to go, and they could have gone harder, and it was me that was
well, you don't know
that.
Back.
It's just, I just loved it, actually. Yeah, sorry. It's hard though, man.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's hard. Not as stressful as I thought it would be.
They're starting to fall apart. Keep it together. Part. Keep it easy. Yeah, by miles.
This is not good. My legs.
Okay, not that side. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I'm behind your wheel. Sorry. That's my bad.
Phoebe's there just having a little chat.
Her tactic of go
Yeah.
didn't work so well because she put her wheel
behind
over
someone else's.
Yeah.
We were like, reverse win out, let's just get a position, go for 6. As soon as you start rolling out, make sure you position well and go. And she,
where is she currently?
dead last. That means she's gonna go for first.
Let's find out.
Sonia just initiated her sprint for 6th place and then unclipped as she committed, so that was very unfortunate for her. She took absolutely nothing on board. Bless her. This is what your first race is for. Stay on their
I just tried to have fun because I knew I wasn't going to get anything. So I went for 6th, couldn't get it.
Went for 5th.
Went for 5th. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna see what happens, test the leg, couldn't hold it. Like, I don't know where I launched it here, maybe. And I lasted till about there, and then I was like, maybe this is a bad idea. How you doing?
You did well, like you raced bad, but
I raced bad?
Yeah, but you did
Did I race really badly?
well, you went at the wrong moment.
I didn't get it.
Off plan from what we discussed earlier.
No, we said I was gonna go
From the gun, and you overlapped your wheel.
And then got stuck so that you were last
at
place.
the top. Yeah.
But you should then have written off going for first place.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You were at the back.
But it was entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it was hilarious to watch, but you raced really badly.
Last lap.
I did too.
I'm not gonna lie, there's not one part of me that wants to do the points race.
Don't do it then.
Disheartening and sad and like frustrating. I'm racing badly, my legs are awful. There's part of me that's like, it's been so bad. If I do the points race, there's like a chance that I could claw something back. But then the points race is like my least favourite of all the track races. I just want to race mountain bikes, to be honest. Like I just want to be off-road. I can be slow off-road and it's still really fun, and like when you're slow on this, it's just like, it's still fun, but I think especially with the background I have, it's too hard to not get frustrated and a bit upset and a bit in my head about my lack of fitness. Like that base strength that I don't have isn't there. So my like bouncy fast, oh I can do some efforts, I can win some sprints. I can't because I can't keep up. I wish that there was more women racing so that then like the categories are the categories that they should be, and you race your way up in a way that is not disheartening. If you're racing against a group of people who are like the same level and the same kind of fitness as you are, obviously it's a lot more rewarding. The number of women riding and racing is increasing, especially since lockdowns, but at the top end it's still low. We don't just need to get women in the sport, it's like we need to get them racing and enjoying their racing and having their experience being like reinforcing enough for them to keep coming back and to progress. We need more women, and we need more women like rising through the ranks so that then individual levels get a better experience, including obviously those at the top. Also, I'm just shit today, so like that's a me problem, totally acknowledge that. Anyway, Phoebe's back. This is the main reason I'm here today, so let's allow my points race and let's just cheerlead for Phoebe.
I had to learn how to count which laps I meant to be sprinting on. Came around the back, attacked, and was like, this is easy. And then the bell went as I came across the line. Did I race stupid again? I race so stupid. Yeah, I'm so stupid. Yeah, I think I got 3rd in the first sprint anyway.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
And then you like, and you attacked, but I'm going to go for another one.
Yeah.
All that did is put you out the back, and then put you at risk of being lapped, which meant you would have lost all of your points.
Oh really, is that how it works? I didn't get lapped, so it's fine.
No, it was close.
How many points did I get?
2 or 3.
That's good.
Yeah, to like,
for me.
To like place
in your first ever set of track races is impressive.
I had so much fun. I rode stupid though.
Well, yeah, but okay.
But so did I, right? And like, it's your first race. And she keeps doing it to me today. I keep talking
every
to her.
time you film
right?
her, she like does this.
Broken the bell.
One of the women sat there, and she made that. Like in the evening, she said, "Oh, because there was always like
labour of love."
And you've broken it.
Heritage.
And you.
It's very hard. We were just saying that we came after a sprint. I turned round. Nobody else had. Like there was a good couple of bike lengths. I turned around and just like, let's go, let's do it. We can do a 2-hour breakaway, it'll be fine. And there was some convincing that was needed, just a smidge. And then we lost power about halfway towards the next sprint, and then got joined by 2 of the B riders. And it was like all steam ahead.
You look great. The 2 of you together as well, I look sick.
In my head, I was like, if I race smart and don't take risks, I'm gonna have a boring time because I don't have the fitness to be competitive at the moment, or like the skill, the mental skill
I know what you
to
mean.
know where to play. So I was like, I'm gonna have a good time. I love being able to like sprint and go all out because you can't do it like on the road how you do it here, and that's why I love it. When you run through all the races, like before, you're like, oh, that sounds really complicated, but when you're doing it, it actually goes very like slow. You know when the move goes, and there's only really like 1, 2, or like maybe 3 opportunities where you actually have to know what you're doing. And unless you're gonna win, or if you have like mad fitness, you don't need to like.
You don't need to stress about every individual bit of strategy.
I was like, actually, the things that I'm stressing about are irrelevant to me because I can't put myself in those positions yet. Like,
so stoked for you. You're gonna come back next month?
Absolutely. I was like, why are you running? I did think she's doing a really shit job at that bell. Wait, did it only just break?
Oh my god, you're so tiny!
And my champion of the night is Phoebe Perry!
I got points!
I'm so proud of you!
Someone told me that track lung was a thing. I got black lung. And that was my life. Thanks. What does Hilary Duff say? Surely you can cut bits of this together and it'll be fine.
No.
Thanks so much for watching. Every watch we get is a link in the chain of our hearts.
Leave a comment.
It rhymes with black lung, what they got down the mine.
Is track lung real?
I think track lung is real. Sorry, but I'm sorry. Is track lung a thing? Yes or no? There we go, perfect.
Yeah, yes or no?